On today's episode, being vanilla is not a reason to stab him in the leg. This is Sparta! Not to be the best line to bring up in the bedroom. And the glow-in-the-dark condoms sound like fun. Now you see me, now you don't. On Advice, Unfiltered, episode 21. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Advice Unfiltered with Tony Rodriguez and Christopher David. And we're just going to let everybody tell you, we're legal. We are now 21 episodes in.
Episode 21.
Episode 21.
Yeah, hold on.
Of Advice Unfiltered.
Woo. All right, cheers
Episode
to
21.
us.
Cheers to us. Cheers to us.
Cheers to
21.
us. Boop.
To the water I'm drinking.
To the water.
To the soda you're drinking.
A little in the cup for Tuesday. It's all good.
Yep, like the mugs. Oh, and listen. Hello.
Oh.
Hello. Wait.
I know.
Hold on. Avery.
Yeah.
What do they need to get?
What I need to buy?
The merch. Guess what's in?
The merch store
The
is
merch
open.
store is open. The merch store is open. You can go to www.adviceunfiltered.
Go to our website.
Go to our website.
Just go to the bottom of the website where the little...
Let me see this.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at this sweatshirt, everybody. It's good
By the
quality.
way, soft.
Soft. Tony's all about
Soft.
qualty, man. So this thing is soft as heck.
It's
nice
like
to
a
cuddle.
soft hug from
You can cuddle.
Christopher David.
And Tony. Can't forget
Yeah,
about you, bro.
So this is the other one. So this is one of the
Mr.
shirts.
Delaware.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit, there is the whole table.
Well, they're shirts. So right now, if you guys go on there, just so you guys know, there are shirts, sweatshirts, gym bags,
Yes.
coffee mugs. Now, it's just the start. I got it up. There's stuff
Yeah.
up there. I ordered samples. Everything came in great. There's Razorback workout shirts for girls. There'll be more stuff, I promise you. But it's up and it's live. If you go to the
Yes.
website, go to the bottom where the little tile thing moves. Like one of the tiles will go across and it says, "Welcome to the merch store." Just click shop now. And so that's it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're
mission
going to have like a whole
accomplished.
gym line and everything.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
going to
we're
be.
going to go nuts. As soon as you guys start, get into it, we're going to get into it even more.
Yeah, and part of it,
Yeah.
just so everybody knows, I'm a big stickler about this stuff. Like, I know that there'll be a headache somewhere or a hiccup somewhere, so I like starting small, see how it goes, make sure everybody loves everything, make sure there's no issues, everything looks good, then we'll roll out more merchandise. So
But
for
let's be
now,
honest, it's all about the quality over quantity.
always quality
Right?
over
Always
quantity.
Always quality.
If we're going to put our name on anything, whether that's a shirt, a supplement, whether that's a brand, a sponsor, we're going to like it. It's going to be high quality.
Yes.
We're going to do our homework.
Yes.
So
And it's going to work and be functional and
Yes.
feel good.
that is right. So we are
Like
21. All right. So as always, first off, shout out Ming in the shared universe. Thank you so
Sup,
much,
Ming?
Ming. Shout out
Shout out to
Ming.
Ming.
Our shout out sick person is probably watching. My son is not feeling well today, so I left him home. He
Love,
had a-
Tyler.
he-
Send the love.
Love.
Love, bro.
He had a case. He had a case of the Pennsylvanias. He went there and came home. But no, hey, he had a good time. His family had a graduation for a stepsister. Said he had a great time.
That's awesome.
Shout out to his stepdad who vacuum sealed tons of barbecued meat and brought it home for us. So
Very nice.
shout out, much appreciated.
That's cool.
And so filling in for our fact checker, Jen Alpha, over there on Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
We got Avery.
Avery.
Woo! Avery's going to be part of our merch model for our kids line. That's right. Oh, man down.
Damn, I
down.
just dropped everybody. That just happened.
All right, so a couple good things that are going
that-
on
is
in
that
the
better?
news. Yeah, does it look good?
I don't know. This light kept blinding everybody. Freaking, I look like I was an angel.
A couple good things going on. Obviously, we have the merch store. Second thing, if you guys don't know, I am excited to announce this is amazing. Da, da, da. Chris is on Cameo.
Oh, yes. Yes, I am.
Yes.
I'm on Cameo.
So if any
I'm
of
on
you
Cameo.
don't know this and you're just learning this and you want a special message, that deep voice to wake you up in the morning, something
A
to go
little
to
good morning.
Oh, maybe a little good night.
A little good night. Sleep tight. No, I'm not doing that.
Whatever you, hey, whatever it pays, I'm sure you'll do it.
No, but yeah, you can find me on Cameo, Team David 72.
Yeah.
You can find me on Cameo. And you want a birthday wish on somebody, you want a good, positive, motivational message to start your day, Hit me up, man.
I can think of a lot of fun things. I read all
Happy
of our
birthday.
emails.
He's gonna have birthday to somebody.
So
I had 7 people do it already.
Did you?
Yeah, and I apologize. Listen, if that girl's watching that I messed up your name, I apologize, man. Her name was like, I don't know. It was hard to say.
It was difficult.
I tried to say it.
Well,
she even spelled it out for me and put it in pronunciation.
Wow.
I still messed it up. I apologize.
Oh, that's okay. I interview. I counted one year I was doing about 5,000 interviews a year.
Wow.
And
that's a lot.
you get really good at trying to get the name thing down.
Yeah.
But then when you realize you can't, this is what you get really good at. Hey, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how to say it.
I did say it. I did say that when the video. I said,
look.
I said, man, I'm probably going to butcher this, and I apologize. Yeah.
So, next cool thing, but outside that, so if anybody wants a good message, some well wishes, if you want to get real creative, my man's on Cameo. I don't know anybody better with a voice on Cameo, so.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. The stuff I got asked so far was like a couple happy birthdays, and there were some people who had some really, heartfelt stories they shared, and they just want some positive, motivational stuff to inspire them throughout the day because they were having a real hard time. So it was cool. It was actually really cool. I was actually impressed. I didn't think anybody would freaking come in.
I thought differently, and I knew you'd be busy.
Yeah, so check me out on Cameo, everybody, if you can get a chance. You get a personalized message from me.
Don't book him for Tuesday nights. He's busy.
Yeah, I'm busy Tuesday nights. Yeah, I'm busy Tuesday nights.
On top of that, we are up for a Signal Podcast Award. I'll know more this week. Thank you to you guys. Thank you to the community. Who knows? Maybe we'll be nominees. Maybe we'll be award winners. I just think it's cool to be part of it.
Yeah.
It's 21 episodes in.
Is there votes?
I don't know how it... I will know on the 30th.
What place is
27th.
this?
Signal.
Signal is there a website?
I think it's signal.com.
I think you guys should all write in the Signal.
And tell them what's up.
Listeners, this awesome podcast called The Voice Unfiltered with Chris and Tony.
So they have all kinds of podcast awards. I guess it's like their 4th year.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's our first, but that goes live the 27th, which is like, 3 days from now?
3 days from now.
So I don't know if you vote or how it works, but we're up there, so that's going to be exciting stuff. And myself and my wife, so stupid to say, but myself and my wife are officially finalists for Variety Magazine's America's Favorite Couple.
How fucking cool is that?
It is kind of
America's favorite couple, Tony and his wife. How freaking awesome. I'm so proud.
It's kind of...
I'm so proud of you, dude. That's freaking awesome. Like, who wouldn't want that?
So they keep asking
Go from
questions.
Mr. Delaware to Jersey's most favorite couple.
That'd be pretty amazing.
He's just taking state by state. That's what Tony's doing. He's just going state by state, conquering shit.
This is for the whole country. So
it's for the whole country?
Yes. It's
for the whole country?
The whole country.
Oh, he just went, fuck that. I'm taking the whole country.
I'm skipping over places.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But,
that's awesome.
No, shout out to everyone. Now, voting for that actually starts on the 30th. So I will tap into the podcast audience and ask if you can help out because I think it'd be cool to give to my wife. And the funny thing is, on the day that it starts, it's my 10-year wedding anniversary. So,
that's awesome.
Married
10 years.
10 years.
A decade.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was like, wow. I was like, what do we do? This is how you.
I don't think I've ever done anything for a decade.
Really, except for having a kid, right? It's like
except be a father. Yeah, I've been a father for many decades, but yeah.
There's nothing I've done for 10 years except be a father. So even I'm like,
that's pretty awesome, dude. Congratulations, man.
I bought myself.
When's the anniversary?
Friday.
Oh, Friday. So listen, everybody wants to send Tony a gift, and his wife Regina. You can find him at the P.O. Box.
I bought myself a car. I was like, congratulations, you made it.
It's like a little pep talk for me.
Yeah, it's like,
amazing.
Great job, Tony. You stuck to something. You committed to it. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, right. So funny.
But outside that, also, reminder, Anita, I need your address. I'll email you again.
She's probably on TikTok, probably.
So
Anita, Tony needs your address.
Oh, 25 years. Congratulations over there. Yeah, Anita, we need your address so we can send you the small blankets. And then Beck Star, she was the winner of the big blankets. She is part of the police, I believe, here in New Jersey, which is awesome. So
she won?
Yeah, she won.
Congratulations.
So we're going to meet up with her. We're actually going to take a picture with her. She bought our books.
Let's tell her what she won. What did you win?
What did you win?
What did you win?
You won 2 amazing Advice Unfiltered blankets, signatures, and a photo with us. I guess that's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool.
But she's awesome. She actually bought our books and was hoping to meet us so we could sign them. So
we'll have to set that up.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about doing a book signing at Barnes & Noble's. Yeah, I haven't set a date yet, but I'm thinking about doing a book signing at Barnes & Noble's.
Would you do Jersey or New York?
I would do, I don't know, I'd probably start with Jersey first. You know what I mean? Start with Jersey and then, see how that goes.
Right. And last note, I say this, and this is probably the last time I'm going to address it. Guys, I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, I read every email. Chris is not trying. Chris is not asking you for money.
Nope.
He's not trying to date you.
Nope.
He's not asking you to move to New Jersey.
Nope.
I've had family members now reach out to me and say people are taking lines of credit out. It's
my God. Why?
Listen to me when I tell you. I had someone write me and say, "Hey, Tony, just give you a heads up. Let Chris know I got a new number." I was like, "Why?
Listen to me.
Why would
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Please.
I do not reach out to people.
No.
I will never in a million years ask you for money.
No.
I will never. Listen, ask anybody that knows me. I work really hard.
Ridiculously hard.
Ridiculously hard. All hours of the day, every day a week, 6 days a week. I would never in a million years ask anybody for money. Not at all. Now I'll ask you to buy our merch.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you want to buy merch.
If you want to buy our merch, and make sure you go to our website. We have one website.
Oh, yes,
That's
please.
it. So don't send money to anybody.
No.
You go to the website.
By the way,
Let's make that perfectly clear.
You have to go to our website to click on our merch store.
Yeah, to click on our merch store to get it. So
Yes.
don't have somebody say, "Oh, well, send me money and I'll mail you." No. Listen, I will never ask you for money.
No.
Never.
And
I have no accounts other than the 3 I have. My Facebook account, Team David 72, which are both verified on Instagram and Facebook. And then I have one account on TikTok, See Me Now 72. There is no fan page. There is no private page. There is no account page. There is no fucking official page.
No.
There's no fan official private fucking talk page. There's none of that
I'm
shit.
his PR agent.
Yes.
And by the way, I am not Chris's keeper, so you're not going to reach out to me and be like, "Hey, could you let him know that if just in case he was wondering, if he was wondering, you'd be talking to him."
I'd be talking to you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's here. And this is my thing here. It's like common sense at this point.
Yes.
There is no reason for me to reach out to you from another account. None. Why would I reach out to your account with no followers? I have spent years building all these accounts to the following that I have now.
Yeah.
Working my ass off to get this far. Why, in any kind of fame or fashion, would I make another account to contact people?
No.
Right? So listen, again, love you all. And then here's the other thing too. I will never call you a fan.
No.
Like, you guys are my friends and my followers. We're not fans. I'm just Chris, man. I'm not.
You're part of our community.
Yeah, you're part of our community.
So,
yeah.
But we can't address it every episode because got to use some.
Common sense.
I emailed back to somebody and I said, "Hey, here's what we say it all the time, but you got to take some personal responsibility.
Yes.
Can't be on here every day.
Yes, and I can't post it on TikTok anymore because I post it and I get called a bully and I get strikes on TikTok.
So, all right. So, enough with that. Yes, Rebecca Schumacher, that is you. You are the winner. She's over here. She's like, "I'm the winner." I was like, "Yes."
Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca.
You won.
She's like, she's so excited. She's like, "Oh, I got your box."
Yes.
So we're excited to meet you. It's really cool.
Yes.
All right. Shout out of the day. Renee G sent me and you a message.
Who?
Renee G.
Renee G.
Came through. She said, "Just wanted to say thank you for being real, authentic, and not trashy. You guys bring laughter and lightheartedness to topics that many people just don't talk about, and you actually make them okay to talk about. But doing it, you're still men, and you explain a lot about being a man, which helps us women understand you better. Bonus, you're both not too hard on the eyes either." So shout out, Renee. We appreciate the kind words, and let's get this started. In the news today, interesting thing. Millennial, whatever, that's why I brought up before. According to The Guardian, it is now more likely that couples are now living separately instead of living together, and they're saying they have more frequent sex, 3 to 7 times
I believe
a month versus 1 to 2, is being framed as a new modern way to maintain mysteriousness, and it comes with easier financial ideas because you pay for your stuff, I pay for my stuff.
Yeah.
But it just has logistical challenges. So, do you think in your life, if you ever got to a point where there was an option to move in and you wanted to, but you would decide, let's just stay away from each other?
I mean, I don't know. At this point, being the age I am, being everything I've been through, I don't know. I kind of like having my own space. You know what I mean? It's not nice. I can totally see why people have more sex when they don't live together, right? Because you don't have the mundane every day seeing each other, and you get actually. Here's the thing, man. What was I saying?
Absence makes the heart
grow fonder. Yeah, absence makes your heart grow fonder, right?
It makes your dick harder.
So it makes your dick harder. That too. That's the other one.
That's the other part.
Yeah, but yeah. So sometimes missing somebody is good for a relationship. We get complacent. Like there's it was funny. There's that old saying, man, about a cow doesn't like the shit where it eats or whatever. What's the saying? The grass is always greener on the other side, right? The grass is always greener on the other side, right? Everybody always thinks the grass is greener on the other side.
The grass is greener where you water it.
Well, here's the thing, right? So I saw this big Highland cow try to shove his head through a fence in Oklahoma, right? And he was trying to get this grass that literally was right in front of him, bro.
Okay.
It was right in front of him. But he was trying to get the grass on the other side between the split rail fence, and he's just trying to get his head through it. And I'm like, man, that's that saying. You always think the grass is greener on the other side, right? And then the cow did something that really made me think in a totally different perspective. It started shitting and pissing where it was at. So it really didn't appreciate where it was at all. Even though the grass is right there, it was shitting and pissing on it.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean? So I think sometimes if you're away, if you both have your own life, you're doing your own thing, working your job, doing everything, and you're meeting in the middle, I think that's healthy. I think it's very healthy. And I could definitely see why the sex is better, right?
Well, I can completely see why, especially, work, 100% I could see if people have work, long-distance relationships, they're on jobs where they're on call and all. I get it. That totally makes sense to me.
Yes.
I like sex entirely too much, so I could not live not with somebody.
No.
So I'm sorry.
No, but I think from my perspective, like you're married. You've been married for 10 years. So this is different, right? So this is for you is normal, correct?
Well, we also lived in the same, we wound up living in the same state.
Yeah.
So it just logistically made sense.
Made sense.
But if we were, I don't know, too far apart, yeah, of course. I get it. We'll visit you, you visit me. It's exciting. We keep things fresh.
I think sometimes too, because you still do that whole flirty thing through phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how you doing? Blah blah blah. Send a message, send a little cute pic.
Hey, whatever works for you.
Yeah. I mean, whatever works. Whatever works for you. Whatever. As long as you're being honest with your partner, I think it's all good.
Yeah. So. Yeah. All right. Let's start off. Let's see. We got questions from the regulars as always. You know what's funny? I didn't see a Connie question. I know.
It's funny because she said, "Oh my God, he's gonna kill me." She just literally just said that.
Oh, I felt bad. Meant to come in here. I was like, I read them all.
She literally said, "Oh my God, he's gonna kill me."
No, she didn't answer a question today. Thanks, Connie.
Thanks, Connie. Thanks for leaving the show down, Connie.
Thanks for letting us down.
Thanks, Connie. Good job, Connie.
Really appreciate you, Connie.
Right? So wanted to be part of the show, and then you don't show up.
Then you don't even come through.
Don't have Tyler. Don't have Connie. What the fuck kind of show is this?
This is going down.
Kind of fucked up. It's going downhill.
It's going downhill already.
Going downhill.
All right.
Drinking
Dom,
margarita water.
It's good. Dom from Las Vegas, Nevada. My girl moans louder for the toy than me. Which,
well, that's going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it petty that I accidentally threw it away?
Yes, but it's funny as shit.
I'm not the jealous type.
It's so funny.
I can't compete with it, so I tossed it.
Fuck that thing.
She can't find it, but I'm pretty sure she knows it was me. Are you guys ever?
Who else would it be? Just didn't get up, vibrating on its own.
Just lost.
Just lost.
Are you guys jealous of some battery-powered competition?
No, I don't give a shit.
No,
nope.
You don't throw it away. What's a better option is you go,
use it with her.
With her, yeah.
Yeah, use it with her. You should have used it with her. Been a part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
You should be excited to see your girl be excited, right? Whether it's, as long as it's not by another guy. I mean, you're good, right? If you can still, bring the toys in for fun.
Can you threw it away?
I love that though. I think that's great. I think it's so petty. I love that shit. Good for you, bro.
I love that.
You're like I can't compete with that thing. Fuck it. I'm throwing it.
I could see him throwing it away and realizing he was gonna get caught, and then just be like,
nah. At the time, I guarantee he was like, fuck it.
He was like,
probably fuck that. I don't give a shit. And then he sat there for a little bit. He smoked some pot. And he was like, she's gonna know.
She's gonna know.
She's gonna know. She's gonna know it was me. Fuck.
Oh, that's so awesome. All right. Way to go, Dom.
Way to go, bro.
And by the way, Las Vegas, where you could get a toy in a Wawa, or, like a 7-Eleven.
Is there Wawas in Las Vegas?
Bro, Las Vegas is nothing but, on every street corner is a strip club, a sex toy shop, and a weed store.
Explains why I've never been there.
It's literally, and that's not an exaggeration.
I bet. No,
it's
I bet.
Dude,
every guy I know that's going there with a good group of people, they said, dude, I get hit on by nothing but escorts.
Oh, it's all it is.
That's all it is. Escorts everywhere.
You literally go to the bar, and someone will come up to you and start talking to you, and you're like, oh, this is cool. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they go, you have to pay to play. That's the part.
No.
My God, I don't pay. All right, Max from Germany.
CVS has them. She just said CVS has them too.
I'm telling you.
CVS has fucking dildos?
Vegas has all kinds of shit. Max from Germany, she kept telling me she loves me, but she tells me I'm pretty vanilla. It bothers me.
Pretty vanilla.
It bothers me, but never too much. I must admit, no one says that it's a good thing now. She says she likes me because I'm boyfriend material, vanilla, and I'm safe. So I stepped up my game one night and pretended to be an armed robber and scared her in a. I scared her in a mask. Wait. Listen. So I put on a mask and jumped out of the kitchen pantry and attempted to scare her and then have sex with her. She stabbed me in the leg.
She stabbed her in the leg.
Stabbed him in the leg.
That's fucking awesome.
He said, we are.
How does this happen? I don't understand.
I love it.
God, my life is so easy.
Oh, Max, I love it.
Fuck.
We are still dating, but as I recover.
Yeah, now you have to. Like, you know what I mean? You guys got the best story ever. That's a fucking great story.
Yes, he said.
So she was vanilla. I just want to recap this. So she said he was vanilla.
So by the way, I know a couple like this. So she says
great.
in public to people, she'll always say to people, I love him because he's not like other guys. He's safe. He's very vanilla. And I'm like, that's not really. It's not a compliment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess he got to the point where she was saying it, and he was like, all right.
You want to show he's a badass.
I want to show him a badass.
Yeah, that worked out great for you.
So he stepped.
Stay vanilla, bro. It's safer for you, man.
Put
stay
a
vanilla.
mask on to pretend to be a robber.
Stay vanilla, my friend.
And stabbed him in the leg.
That is great.
So anyway,
thank God she didn't hit an artery.
Bro.
Could have bled out and died. Can you imagine that, dude?
First of all, I'm going to be honest with you.
First time he's not vanilla, he dies. Not a good choice.
I'm
Stay
not
vanilla.
even going to say that I would have done any part of this. But in my head, the kitchen is the last place I would have jumped out.
Yeah, no. Like, what were you thinking of jumping out anyway? Like, you could have just freaking put some, good music on. What's that? Like that song, the band 2 Feet? Played some of that, and then freaking came in there and just raw. And then freaking, put her up against the wall and, ripped her clothes off and been like, raw. But let her know it's you.
Yes.
You could have just did that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So but anyway, his question was, we are still dating as I recover, but guys, is this relationship over?
No, you're good.
Nah, you're
good, bro. It's a great story. Go ahead. You're good.
It's
I dated a girl after she hit me with a car, so you're fine.
You did? You did?
Yeah. Hold on one second. Someone just sent you 2 messages. Block them both. None of them are me. I'm right here.
You're
obviously.
right there.
Right here.
Yeah.
So just block them all.
Yes.
Block all the scammers. None of them are me. Anybody message you right now? Block. All right. Anyway. So no, my ex hit me with a car for my 30th birthday.
On your 30th birthday?
Oh yeah, it was great. It was great.
Wow.
Freaking, she was a nice girl. Let me just go straight. She was actually a really good girl. She was actually really nice. I made her psycho. It was definitely my fault. Freaking.
Way to own up to that.
Yeah, it was definitely my fault. She was a nice girl. I was an immature fuck. But yeah, so we went out. It was my birthday. We went out. She drove. She was the DD. And I was doing shots of tequila, Patron Silver, with a bunch of guys, like 15 dudes. And I was bartending at the time, and this girl asked me if for my number to train her.
Okay.
So she wanted me to train her. So I gave her my number. Well, she knew it was my birthday. So I'm sitting next to my girlfriend at the time, and I see I get a text, and I open my phone. It's a flip phone. My phone. And it's a picture of this girl's, private area. And, of course, she sees it. And she's like, "What the fuck is that?" I'm like, "I don't know." I was like, "I
never seen
and
one
I
of
really
those before.
I really had nothing to do with it. Like, I didn't know that was where this girl was going. I didn't know, But anyway, it didn't matter, right? At that moment, it didn't matter. And I don't know what happened after that. Kind of blacked out for a little bit.
The tequila.
Tequila. And I woke up the next morning. I jump in the shower, and she jumps in the shower with me. And I literally have road rash all down the side of my arm and down my back. And she's like, "What the hell happened to you?" And I'm like, "I don't fucking know." Freaking, I'm thinking that, maybe I wrestled with one of my friends at the bar. You know what I mean? Like, things get a little rowdy sometimes. So maybe I just, got a little nuts. And I just got her a Honda Sonata, a black one. Freaking, and
wait, she hit you with your own car you bought her?
With her car. Yeah, that I got her.
That you bought her?
That I bought her. Yeah, I got her. So freaking,
Even better.
I come outside, and there's a huge dent in the front corner panel. And the driver's side mirror smashed into the window, and there's a white stripe going down the whole side of the car, like a whole like
a paint.
Yeah, it's down the whole side of the car, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" And I run back inside, and I'm like, her name was Jocelyn. I'm like, "Jocelyn, you hit something with your car," And I'm like, "What the fuck?" And we run both back out. She's standing right next to me, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "What did you hit?" She's like, "I don't know." And I looked down at these shoes. I bought brand new sneakers 2 days before.
Okay.
I looked down at my sneakers, and they're scuffed the fuck up, and I'm like, "Huh." And all of a sudden I started remembering that I remember seeing lights, like her tail lights, going down the road, from this position. And I literally go like this. I look up and I go, "Oh my god, did you hit me with your car?" No lie, dude. She goes like this. She goes from looking at her car and goes, well, you jumped in front of it and walked away.
And walked away.
And just trying to play it off like she didn't even fucking know. But yeah, it was so, yeah, whatever. The best part is like about 8 months later, we were broken up. Well, it was like 8 or 9 months later. I go back to the car dealership, get myself a car, and the manager comes up to me and goes, dude, what the fuck happened to Jocelyn's car? What the fuck she hit? I'm like, me. I'm like, she hit me. That's what she hit. Yeah,
oh my God.
Whatever. So funny.
That is a great story.
Yeah, 30th birthday. Here's my 30th birthday. Woo. Fucking whatever.
Charlene M. I've never been taught or never learned how to accept a compliment. Is there some secret? I just say thanks, but I've been told it sounds disingenuous, probably because I never agree when people compliment me. Do you have any advice on how to get better at loving yourself?
Yes, that's a huge thing. People do that a lot. You ever notice that? You
My
compliment?
wife does it all the time.
All the time. Women are really bad at
Bro, I'll
this.
show you a text message. She has crushed every single job thing she's ever done. She's the only 4-star back-to-back employee in the company's history. And she says to me today, I have to give a presentation. I already know she's going to kill it. So I forget. So she texts me today. She goes, oh my God, I had a great presentation. I literally write to her, I'm proud of you. You always kill it. Great job. She writes, well, I did okay, but it's not as good as the other one. Like, you know what I mean?
like own it, man. Like
own it.
Here's the thing. So this is something that I'm a firm believer in, right? We are taught from an early age, and this is one of the reasons I do what I do, is because we were taught at an early age that self-gratification or self-rewarding yourself is somewhat wrong, right? Like if you give yourself that pat on the back or you feel like you earned something or you did something, it makes you some type of narcissist or something wrong with you. You know, that self-love is a wrong thing to do, right? And it's fucked up because our society, we really are based on the fact that we are graded through self-gratification, right? Instead of self-love and loving ourselves internally, we're taught that it's wrong to do that. Yeah. So we're taught that the way to love ourselves is to buy shit. I mean, that's the bottom line. I mean, we're literally taught from a young age that if you want to feel good about yourself, come buy this. Come buy this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Freaking, you're stressed out? Oh, you're afraid of terrorism? You're afraid something's going to happen? Go buy some stuff. You'll feel so better. You know what I mean?
Feel better about yourself.
Yeah, feel better about yourself. So we're told that it's wrong to love yourself. And people that do love themselves are literally called arrogant or called narcissists, full of themselves. You know what I mean? Because they're happy in their own skin. And it's okay. So here's the biggest thing I want you to do. I want you to look in the mirror, and I want you to tell yourself that you're loved. And I want you to tell yourself that you believe in yourself. And I want you to tell yourself that you deserve to be loved. And here's the other thing, too, is that we will spend more time beating ourselves up. We will spend days beating ourselves up when we do something wrong. It doesn't matter how small it is.
Yeah.
You know, we could have said something wrong to the wrong person. Like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, man. And we'll beat ourselves up over and over again. And we'll spend days. We do something right, like your wife did something right.
Yeah.
And we literally will not give ourselves longer than a minute and a half to feel good about it.
None.
Until we start trashing it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So what you need to do is honestly sit back and let yourself feel good and proud about what you did. Give yourself the same time and effort to feel good about your accomplishments as you do that you feel bad about what you've done, right? You know, spend more time thinking about the positive things, being happy. Like, listen, I fight it every day. Like, I fight those negative thoughts every day. You know, nobody thinks that. Everybody thinks, oh, this guy's fucking blah, blah, blah. I fight those negative thoughts every day. And I fight them by making my posts, by hyping people up. You know, when I say I believe in you, I believe in the best of you, I'm also talking to myself. You know what I mean? I'm literally just looking at the mirror and be like, man, I believe in you. You can do this. Because it's hard. It's hard for self-love, especially, again, by we're generations, not just, you know, one, but many generations taught that the only way to feel good about yourself is if you buy things. You know, and really the way you feel good is you start feeling good about yourself, you know, and about your accomplishments and feeling like it's okay to do that. Like, you're okay to love yourself. It is okay to love yourself. It is okay to feel good about your accomplishments. It's okay to give yourself in the back. It's okay to brag about it, man. You should run home like you did when you were a kid and tell the people you love, man, this is what I just did today. Remember when you were a kid and you fucking crushed into school? Like, you did something, you were fucking proud. You would run home, man, and you would tell everybody all day, this is what I did, blah, blah, blah. And for some reason, when we hit like teenager, we're taught that it's wrong to do that. And this is why people resonate with me. People resonate with me because I say things that they don't hear in their life. Like, I believe in you. Or like, I'm proud of you. Or, you know, that you're loved. So it's okay to do those things. That's my opinion about that.
Well, it's always like they say, if people could only accept the love they give. Like my wife's great to compliment people. Oh, hey, you look nice today. Hey, great job. If you could only accept the same love you're giving out in the world, you'd be a better person for it. But a lot of people struggle with it. But I don't have anything to add to it because Chris crushed it. So
thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, Jana H. Chris and Tony, I'm recently separated from my husband of 19 years. We have 2 amazing daughters, 16 and 11, who live with me full time. I'm going to shorten this question. I haven't told the kids the circumstances because I don't want them to feel like they have to pick sides. Good. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, he moved out and has made no effort to see the kids. I feel bad. How can I encourage him to step up? And do I do the right thing by telling them about their father's infidelities so they pick a side?
No.
No.
Nope. No. You shouldn't tell them what their father did.
Nope.
No, because that's not fair to them.
No.
You know what I mean? What you're doing is you're then putting the burden of what happened between you and him on them, right? And that's not fair to them. If they want to ask later as adults, if they want to ask their father and their father tells them, that's really. I mean, I don't know if we can. It's.
No, you're right because Tyler was 2, 3, somewhere in that window, whatever it was, right? And to this day, Tyler will ask me about his mom, and I always say the same thing, buddy. Just because we didn't get along doesn't mean I don't want you to love her and have a relationship with her.
Exactly.
Nothing to do with me. I said, if you want to ever ask me, the one thing he appreciates about my relationship with him is, and you're really good at this too. He'll ask me questions, and I'll tell him where I fuck up.
Oh yeah.
I
own my shit.
Yeah, I own it.
You know what I mean? I own my shit. I was, I made mistakes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't just all her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was definitely, I was a huge role in everything turned out.
So, but I think I'd never, so the nice part about this, Jen, just so you know, is my son from 3, and now he's 17, it's not important. All it's important to me as his father is I don't care what happened in our relationship. I really, for him, want him to have 2 great parents. So that's all I care about.
Yeah, I mean, you want to work as a team, man. You want the child to feel loved. Like I did that with my oldest kid's mom. I made sure that like every holiday and every birthday, I invited her, whether she came or not. That was on her, right? But I invited her. The door was open. You know what I mean? And we didn't get along for 5 years. You know what I mean? Like, but it's not about me. It's not about me. It's not even about her. It's about making sure that child feels loved. And I do the same thing with my son now, my youngest son, to make sure that he feels loved all the time.
All right. This is an interesting question. So I've never thought about this one. So Jenny D. Jenny D is an 8-year stroke survivor, and now she's bedridden. She has her husband as her caretaker, which has put a strain on their marriage, but truthfully has broken.
You voted for Donald Trump.
Sorry, hold on.
So I am in bed 24/7 because of my paralysis and chronic pain. It tends to get extremely lonely, and it's hard to have positive and friendly conversations. With that being said, is it cheating if I try to find someone to talk to online? I'm desperate to get to know someone. I think it helps erase my harmful thoughts, self-harm thoughts. I'm really interested to get to know more people, their stories, their lives, and the common struggle maybe we have. Would that be considered cheating? No. Jenny, look, I think you made a good point. It's got to be tough on both of you. I don't know what your arrangement is with your husband. If you've been in bed the entire time, what kind of relationships he can have outside the house. But I think it'd be healthy don't consider it cheating. I think you should go into it and say, I'd love to find a community of people. And by the way, you found us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you found us.
You found us on Tuesdays, and you can write us and talk to community and come onto the pages and comment and stuff. So that's an opportunity for what you're saying to get to know people, get your story out there. I don't necessarily know if it needs to go any further than that, but, I think you should. And you should be able to talk to your husband about it. Yeah, what's going on, Fact Checker?
Gen Alpha?
Thing I want to say,
Yeah?
I was listening in. Don't have self-harm thoughts.
Of course.
Never do that.
That's right.
Yes, you're right, son. Never have self-harm thoughts. You're
That's
absolutely right.
So it's I think
Love that kid.
Yeah, see that?
Love that? Dude, you're amazing. Keep on.
I'm going to tell Tyler his job's been taken. So,
Nah, it's just been expanded.
No, so I would just say, like, you got a community here, Jenny D, and then maybe this is where you start with people.
Well, here's the biggest thing, right? So this is it was one of the reasons I wrote my book. This is the reason that I do what I do about men's mental health, and I do about, the advocate for men's rights, for fathers' rights, and I do a lot for everybody, really, to make sure that they're not. I want people to know they're not alone. Like, you're not alone, man. Like, this is a small little blue marble we roll around in this planet with, you know what I mean? And it could be in a black hole that we're living in or whatever.
We just talked about
it. Yeah, we just talked about it all, right? Freaking, listen, you're not alone. Everybody goes through these things. Everybody goes through the insecurities. Everybody goes through the pain. We actually, and this is the God's honest truth, we actually go through all the same life lessons differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's literally the same life lessons. It's the choices that we make that are different. But as far as the struggle, the loss, the pain, the agony, the trauma, we all go through it, man, in some form or fashion. And it's the choices we make, and we're not alone in those at all.
I'm going to give you a physics thing I heard today from Neil deGrasse Tyson that
Love that guy.
broke my brain. The statistical odds that Earth exists,
Yes.
just this planet with all the conditions and everything that happens in this place.
Perfectly.
Okay?
Yeah. Moon in the right spot, everything.
Everything that made this perfect, right?
Yes.
There's a better likelihood of that happening than if you took every atom in the entire universe and had the opportunity to pick the right one by chance. It's a statistically better chance to do that than have Earth exist the way it does.
Really? Yeah.
So, by the way,
Mind blown. Mind blown.
this is like, what? So, all right. So, and by the way, I know people writing it in yours and people writing over here. Jenny, you have a community. You have us. And that's all that really counts. I heard that today. My brain literally almost exploded. I was like, I can't believe that's a real fact. Tasha from Cleveland. I went on a Tinder date with a guy. We hooked up. Not a big deal until he broke out the condoms. They were glow in the dark.
Love that.
It was very strange to see nothing else but a glowing penis coming out you.
Awesome.
Are these things
I always wanted to do that.
Well, this is funny because I have had the same thought she's about to ask. Are these things even safe? Needless to say, you'll love this. Needless to say, I passed on the lightsaber that night and told him we need to buy safer condoms. But was I wrong?
No, I think they're safe. You're fine. Why would they sell them if they weren't safe?
I think it's a novelty.
I fucking think it's funny as shit.
Oh, but by the way, it's hilarious.
Like, now you see me, now you don't. Now you see me, now you don't.
By the way, look how many lightsabers we got.
Like, now you see me, now you don't.
What if he had jumped out the closet?
You gotta play the Star Wars music.
Oh, see? Like
they come in and go, I am your daddy.
Oh my God. We're torn on this one, Tasha, but I don't think you're wrong or right. But
I think for a first date, it's absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
You shouldn't bring out the novelty condoms first date.
But it's funny.
It's funny as shit.
My mom.
This guy's doing some cool shit, man.
Yeah.
This is funny.
My mom's best friend in high school was a guy who owned a sex shop. So when I went to college, he closed the sex shop down. And
your mom's an interesting person.
I know. You hear more stories about her now. So, so the guy owned a sex shop. And so he brought over a box. I was going to college. And he brought over an entire box of stuff from the sex shop to bring to college with me.
Nice.
And most of the stuff was novelty condoms.
That's awesome.
And it was like ridges and mountains.
Red for a pleasure.
Just like all kinds of colored like lollipop, all kinds of crazy.
I always thought the glow in the dark would be funny. I just thought it'd be funny. Like, now you see me, now you don't. Now you see me, now you don't. That's funny though. But yeah, I think for first date it's a little weird.
You should buy them and just give a feedback on them. The next show. Just be like,
now you see me, now you don't.
Did they? I'm
like, I am your daddy.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
So
all right. So my man is really good. Oh, Jada from Baltimore.
What's up, Jada from Baltimore?
What's up, B-More? My man is really good looking. He works hard, holds down a job.
Awesome.
But none of that turns me on like when I watch him fold laundry and do housework. Is it really weird? I jokingly tell him that, but in my deep heart of hearts, I actually believe that watching him do tasks around the house is such a turn on for me. Have you guys ever found a woman turned on by you, but not by your looks?
Turned on by me, but not my looks?
So is there anything like, I'll give you an
anything
example.
I've done, like anything, yeah, like, but I've done lawn work. Yeah, absolutely. Like yard work.
By the way, yard work is my wife's favorite thing to watch me do.
Man. Yard work, cooking dinner. I've gotten that for cooking dinner. Yeah. Absolutely.
My wife could care less. I've been with her so I'll come home, go to the gym, good pump on, put my stuff in the laundry, go naked to the shower, won't blink an eye. But let me go outside and mow the lawn or work in the garden.
It's on.
I watch her come out the house with a little cup of coffee. And she's just like, hey, what's going on?
So you know what's so funny? Is the last time, you want to hear about the last time somebody did that for me? So I used to live in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I lived with this like 80-year-old lady named Sandy who smoked so much. There was like marks in the ceiling and the walls from the fucking cigarettes, you know? And she played senile. She played like she had dementia. Like she literally would freak out with her family. She played like she didn't know what the hell was going on. And she's come out. She's like 80 years old. Would come out with a cigarette and her little bottle of freaking her little glass of rocks of bourbon or whatever, and drink and just watch me mow the grass. It's
Yeah.
it's the last time I got somebody.
Yeah, it's just really funny. I thought she was joking, and one day we were with our friends, and somehow this conversation came up, and my wife, I didn't know. She turned around, and she goes, "Nothing is sexier than watching him do some yard work." And I was like, "Really?"
That's awesome.
And to this point, well, I know if I'm working around the house in the summer and she's outside, I see her like peeking around the corner.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, that's right. Who's over here doing the garden, girl?"
Who's trimming them bushes, baby? Me. Who's whacking them weeds?
All right, Maya from San Diego.
San Diego.
Do I have
Male's
to
vagina.
like his friends? You always say,
I always say that, right?
do I have to like his friends to make this work? I understand that friends are important, but these friends have no jobs and no girlfriends.
That's none of your business.
Does he need to find new ones, choose me over them, or am I thinking that maybe I'm just the first girl that will make these people men?
That's a lot. See, there's a lot I would say to that. So I would say you are only as wealthy as the people you surround yourself with, right? So if he is running around a bunch of guys who are unmotivated, ungoing somewhere, then I think you trying to motivate him to do more is a good thing,
Yeah.
right? It's a good thing. You know, get him out of that child stage and get him moving on. And it might motivate the rest of them, right? It really depends on how you approach it, though. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to make it seem like he has to pick between them and you.
Yeah, that's a good
You know what I
call.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that you know how you handle this is like you want to see him be a better man, you know, and so just tell him that. Say, I want to see you be a better man. And the truth, and this is the truth. You wouldn't be lying to him. You know, they always say surround yourself by 4 millionaires or 5 millionaires, and you'll be the fifth or sixth one.
Yep.
Right. So you want to surround yourself with people who are goal oriented, that want to move ahead, that are positive, optimistic thinkers. Like you want to surround yourself with those people, and you wanting him to do that is not a bad thing.
No.
Not a bad thing at all. It's actually a really great thing. But how you handle and how you approach it with them, that's going to determine how that goes.
That is 100% spot on. I have been a part of friend groups where I've watched, in a very good way, my buddy's girlfriend, now wife, start to encourage him to take an internship and then take a different approach. And next thing you know, he's got a great job. They're buying a house.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, you're looking at your friend group going, wait, what's wrong with us? Like, why didn't we do the same thing?
No, absolutely, man. Like, listen, I have a bunch of friends of mine that I love, man, that I've grown up with my whole life that I love. And they're still in the same spot they were a couple years ago. You know, so, you know, and I want to see them grow. I want to see them change. I want to see them evolve. And I think the best way for me to do that is to show them, right? Is for me to do it myself, you know, and show them they can do it too, and then hopefully bring everybody with, right? But yeah, you want to surround yourself with like-minded people, and if you surround yourself with a bunch of lazy guys that aren't goal motivated, then you are not going to be fucking goal motivated, and you're not going to get further ahead in life, man.
No. They always say if you want to be more successful, change the people you hang out with.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
All right, Jamie from Arkansas. Happy
Arkansas?
21st episode.
Yeah. Happy
Thank
21st
you.
episode. Woo! Psh.
All right. Do you guys even remember your 21st birthday?
Yes.
All right. What'd you do on yours?
Drank 21 shots.
Did 21 shots?
Drank 21 shots.
Do you remember what it was of?
Everything. I had fucking issues, bro. The fact that people served me is ridiculous. They literally had to carry me out of the last bar. And then I woke up. Like in the passenger seat of my car with my feet hanging out the window.
I woke up
like head first. Like I'm not like you're thinking like I'm laying back in the seat, my feet out the window. No. I am head first in the seat like this, and my feet are out the window. Yeah, that's how I woke up. Yeah.
I got drunk at like the college bar, which everyone did, but I got a call from a person I really liked, and I decided to go try to hook up, which I was too hammered to do. And I don't remember anything, but I woke up on a random couch in a random house, and 4 women standing over me, trying to figure out who I was. Because they did not know. So I walked into a house I did not belong in, did not know who lived there, and just fell asleep in the living room.
That is amazing. So you knew nobody there.
Nobody.
That is amazing.
The girls come downstairs. I'm naked because I took all my clothes off because I thought I was at my friend's house. So then I had to put my clothes on. And then
I love Tony's stories.
Here's the best part. I was only off by 2 houses. I just missed. To get my clothes. I had no idea where I was.
Why were you naked?
Because I thought I was getting some. So I just got ready,
That is
probably.
so funny.
Knowing me, I just knew where I was
That is
going.
so funny.
Yeah, I took
That
all
is
my clothes
fucking
off.
hilarious.
And then what I probably meant to do, I mean, I have no clue, right? I probably took my clothes off thinking, oh, I'm going to go upstairs. She's probably sleeping.
Thank God you didn't.
Oh, my God.
Did you imagine?
No.
You would have walked up there naked, like, hey, they would have been like, who the fuck is that guy?
Where's the
Like,
girl?
Tony's in jail naked.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Off by 2 houses. It was so when I
That's
got my
fucking
clothes back
funny.
on, one girl goes, "Oh, I know you." She's like, "You dismissed." I go, "Oh."
You're
I
dismissed?
just walked out the front. I was like, "Oh, it's only up."
She's like, that's not the first time I've seen that. Go.
Just like it's fine. John from Kentucky. All
up,
right.
Kentucky?
Hey guys, happy Pride Month. I'm a new listener, and as a gay man, I love you both. I don't know if you've ever answered a question for same-sex couples, but here it goes. I was intimate with a new guy. We went on a date. We text a bunch of times about our behaviors in the bedroom like most people do, and I like a guy who takes charge. In the middle of the first hookup, he started yelling out movie lines and started screaming, "This is Sparta."
Oh my God. Where do we find these people?
It was definitely not a turn on, but everything else about him is great. I like him when we're dating, and he still says movie lines during sex. Can I just
So they're
bring
still
it up?
together?
Yeah, they're still
That's
together.
amazing.
He likes them. He just said he just this one thing about movie lines during sex and saying lines from 300.
So funny.
This
Sparta.
is Sparta.
So funny. Must be shoving his cock in.
I know. I thought all kinds of stuff was going on,
that's
bro.
Fucking nuts.
What's going
bro.
on? Yeah, John.
Spartacus. Yeah. Go for you, bro. Good for you.
Hey,
Get
John.
some.
Look, you know,
Own your man, bro.
Joe, you can bring it up, John. I mean, if you're still dating, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world to say.
Nah,
but-
I mean, I think
By the way-
I think it's pretty funny.
By the way, who cares?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I mean,
I don't know. It would definitely be a distraction, bro.
It would,
It would
depending
be
on how
definitely
corny
be
the
a
line was.
distraction. Yeah, it would definitely be a distraction as fuck. I just think that one guy. There was one guy that does. He can do everybody's voice from Family Guy.
Okay.
And he
Seth MacFarlane?
He did a vid. No, it's not Seth MacFarlane. It's a guy who can do all.
Oh, it's a
but
guy, okay.
some normal guy. And he literally did a video if he could pretend like he was having sex with his girlfriend, doing the voices.
All the voices?
I was like, that's fucking hilarious.
Well, that'd be like, next thing you know, he'd be screaming Adam Sandler lines, "Get in the hole!"
Right. It's so fucked up.
So, but John,
Nah,
thanks.
it's cool, man. Listen, laugh about it, tell him about it, but
Yeah.
it's kind of funny.
Who cares, John? It's
Like,
funny.
who you gonna call? Butt busters.
Nut busters.
Nut busters.
Oh, we could have so much fun with this.
Oh my god.
Nut busters. I did not see that one coming.
Say hello to my little friend.
Oh my God. The whole episode is going to be good now. Well, if you could think of any, send them in, people. We'd
Yeah.
appreciate it. Camellia from Jersey City.
What's up, Jersey
What's up,
City?
Jersey City? Is it okay / normal to wear fake eyelashes, lip gloss, cologne, perfume to the gym? I keep finding it more common that people are overdressed
Yes.
to work out. Chris, is this true in your experience?
Guys, I've noticed that recently, actually.
Yes.
A lot more.
Cologne for sure.
Oh yeah. I noticed a lot more dudes just putting it on, and I noticed
Put
a lot
on
more girls
thick,
putting on
bro.
thick makeup when they're working out, which is crazy to me.
Yes. Someone said to me one time, I was in Lifetime, and they said, "Oh, something about I work out hard." They're like, "Yeah, I never left here in a sweat." And in my head, I was like, "Why do you even come to the gym?"
They just take a picture and put it on Instagram.
But the guy, I walked down the stairs today from Lifetime, and a guy was walking up the stairs, and it smelled like he had taken a whole bottle of
There's
cologne.
some dudes that freaking like they just soak in that stuff. They should watch the episode where we talk about where and you walk in.
Tyler's got a new girl, whatever they call it, situationship. And Ty had his cologne out, and I went to borrow it, and I see him eyeing me in the corner, and he's got his arm around her, and she looks over, and I don't say a word. I grab it, and I go, and I clout in, and she looks, and she goes, "That's how you do it." And I go, "I like her."
Smart.
like,
That's
I
how you
like
do
her.
it, man. That's what you do. Yeah.
Zane from Austin.
What's up, Austin, Texas?
Austin, Texas. Hey guys, I'm a pretty strong guy. I'm healthy. I'm fit. When I started dating my girlfriend, she was skinny. She's put some weight on in the last few years, and just so you know, I don't really care. I love her regardless. However, the other day she wanted me to carry her up the stairs and hold her up against the wall during sex, but she was too heavy for me, and I can't do that now.
Well, that's obviously your fault, bro.
She made the comment. I thought you were stronger than this.
Exactly. I was about to say, it's your fault, bro. You should have went to the gym. Should have been prepared.
It kept all of me from just letting her know she's a little bigger now. Does this mean I need to hit the gym more to make up for the extra weight, or do I invite her to the gym? What's your advice?
The only way you're gonna win this is if you go work out. Go work out. You can't tell her she got fat, bro.
No.
and you can't tell it's her. So you're gonna have to suck it up and go to the gym.
No, and it's not even going to work if you say, hey, look, you're a little bigger, but I still love you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I mean, you can try to convince her to go in the gym, but I think the best way to do that is you go to the gym.
Bro, just
and when she sees you starting to get like better shape, she's going to want to do it too, right?
Bro, just start hitting a squat machine.
Yeah, dude, start
Deadlifts,
doing bent over rows, bro. Bent over rows all day. Do some shoulder presses. You know what I mean? Freaking, get it. You know, it's on you. And if you don't do that, it's your fault.
Yes, that is 100% true. Do not tell her you just need to go to the gym.
You just need to go to the gym.
I'm just trying to imagine like him not getting up the stairs. Her being, I thought you were stronger than this.
She'll be like, I pulled something, honey, at work today.
My leg.
Right? Oh, my leg.
Vanessa from Brooklyn. Right.
How you doing, Brooklyn? How you doing in the house? How you doing?
Can our relationship survive if we don't text all day? I work at an office. He works from home. He likes to text me all day long, and then we get home and we talk all day long. When will we miss each other? How do you guys feel about over-texting in relationships?
I think it's good to have some like, listen, when you're at work, do your job.
Yes.
I mean, when you're at work, do your job. That gives you a chance, if we can, like, if you go to work and do your job, it gives you a chance to miss that person and have a conversation. Actually have a real genuine conversation, right?
Yeah.
About your day.
I remember.
But again, do what you want. If you can, whatever makes you happy. But I think when you're at your job, you should do your job.
I got on a roll one time because I was doing photography, so I was like, freelancing.
Yeah.
And my wife's going to like a corporate office, and I would just send the craziest shit throughout the day. And she'd just be writing, I'm at work. Like, yes. I can't have this conversation.
No, I think it's really fun to like turn somebody on at work when they can't be turned on. That's fun.
Bro, I was sending them like missiles like every day. And then finally she was like, I can't reply to this stuff. And I was like, well,
You know what I'd love to do? I love when they're on Bluetooth in their car and they're like ordering food. I will yell the most obnoxious shit, bro. I will. If I hear they're up at Arby's and they're ordering food, I'll be like, they love dick. And everybody freaks out. I think it's the funniest thing ever. Whatever. I don't know why I thought of that, but that's funny.
All right. Jen S. I got lost in my head for a second because people keep now saying Connie emailed in questions. Connie, I'll double check, but I didn't see any.
I didn't see any.
He said he had. Oh, this is a really good one actually. He said he had a hall pass. Does this make me a home wrecker? Okay. Here's the story. I know. I'm ready. I already can tell you my answer. I ain't got to read the story. I'm single, and I recently attended a conference for work where I met a work colleague of mine for the first time. It's fine. We hit it off. We spent the evening together drinking and gambling, had a great time. Around midnight, I'm ready to call it a night. He's ready to walk. He walks me to my room, and I accepted his offer saying I knew he was married. He knew he was married. Mm-hmm. He was over flirtatious as the evening progressed, and he let me know that he said that while he's at work, his wife said, if you're away, you can have a hall pass. I went for it, and then the next morning, I was awakened by his wife calling.
Of course you were.
Of course, because he missed his flight home. I now can hear how upset she was on the other line. I felt bad, so I decided to tell my best friend at work, and now she keeps calling me a home wrecker.
Well, you are.
You are.
You are.
You are. You're both.
Listen, you knew it wasn't true.
Yes, come on.
You knew it wasn't true.
Hey. When I'm not in the zip code,
right?
I can do anything I want.
When she doesn't know, I can do whatever I want.
Come on, Jen.
Yeah, you should have known better. No, you're a homewrecker.
Well, you're both your faults, but you can't abstain from fault.
Yeah, you got to take responsibility. Like you had to know, right? Like you had to know there was a part. You wanted to do it too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whatever. I mean, it's happened, right? Like you can't just beat yourself up over it. Just don't do it again.
Yeah, don't beat Look, I'm not saying you're a horrible person, but I'm not saying your friends should bash into the ground.
No.
But also.
And everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah. But let's be honest
with you. It's all learning lessons.
You knew better.
Yeah.
Carla from PA.
Connie said she just emailed you again.
Well, okay. Well, I'll take a look in a minute, Connie.
It's funny.
Is there such a thing for a woman as too much protein? Outside of me worry about smelly farts, can a female overdo the protein?
No.
It'd be so hard to do.
Your body processes what it needs and spits out the rest.
You know how hard it'd be to eat that much protein to the point where
you got bodybuilders, eating like 10,000 calories a day.
Yeah, it's some absurd things.
Absurd amounts of food.
Yeah.
Of protein, so...
I think as you here, I'm going to ask you an interesting trainer question. I was told scientifically that protein doesn't cause farts. It's the combination of protein and excess carbohydrates that causes farts.
To be honest with you, I'm not a gas expert.
I don't.
Not my thing. I just know if you eat a lot of protein and you fart.
Yeah.
So, of course, it could be the protein you're eating too. And there's all different types of protein. There's some proteins a little more, than others.
If you got gastro issues.
Yeah.
Shannon from Kansas, our regular Shannon.
Hold on a second.
Oh, it's amazing what AI can do. Well, do you have something to add? What were you adding?
Something I had for the last one.
Go ahead.
Beans.
Beans make you fart.
Yeah,
Yes, beans make you fart, but they're good for your heart.
The more you eat them, the more you fart. The more you fart, you better you feel. So eat beans with every meal. All right, it's our PSA today. It's amazing what AI can do. Tony is clearly great using it at the post you guys share. Shout out, Shannon. Thank you. Tony, as someone who's been a professional photographer, how do you feel about AI and its influence on your profession? Chris, as a trainer, how do you feel about AI and its influence on your profession? So,
I'll let you go first, Tony.
AI. Here's what I tell you about AI. You don't have a choice. You learn it, or you're going to be way, way behind.
Yes.
There's a lot of things that people are afraid of, and I understand it. And everything's fake and fake people. And by the way, it was Photoshop before. It's AI now. But look, there's so many great things it can do. But what I would tell you is, as a photographer, you can't give up being a photographer. You just become a better photographer, right? You just learn how to incorporate AI. So you can say to somebody like, I could say to Chris, hey, I'll do a photo shoot of you on a green screen. Don't worry about it. I'll put AI and I'll put you on a mountain somewhere, right? Mm-hmm. But I can do that because I can use AI. So if you're a photographer and you're afraid to learn that stuff, you're screwed. But I would just tell you, be a better photographer. That's it.
Yeah. How I feel about AI. Here's the thing.
Well, people fake you. It's a whole.
Yeah, people fake the shit. I mean, it's so stupid. You guys, those scammers do a horrible job trying to freaking AI my face and my voice. It looks like I had a stroke. Freaking in most of the videos. Whatever.
There was one of them that Dad showed me where he was talking like German.
Yeah, I was talking German.
He does not know German.
I don't know German.
Neither do I.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch? I know Deutsch.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch, right?
Deutsch, right?
Do you speak German?
No.
That's the only thing. That's the only word. That's what I think it is.
Yeah.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch, right?
Yeah, right. That's the only thing. But anyway, listen. The whole thing about AI in my field, anyway. I'll speak for my field and personal training. Is I'm not worried about it at all. Here's the thing that AI can never, ever, ever do. It can never transfer energy. It can never sit there and when you're struggling, grab your wrists, grab your arms, and help you push through those last few reps. It's never going to sit there and cheer you on and yell like I do, motivate you like I do. It can just tell you how to do reps. It can just tell you how to do the exercise. So you're always going to need that human connection when you personal train. There is going to be no robot. There is going to be no clone. There's going to be no AI system that's going to be better than that energy transference from one human to another when it comes to my profession. Now, as far as everything else goes, the actors and everything else, I can see why I totally hate it, right? But again, here's the thing: like as good as AI is, and the computer stuff is, again, real emotion, real human beings, real connection is something you can never imitate, ever.
No,
I don't care how good it is. Like you will always know when there's a real person having real emotions and being that way. So I think AI is just something we need to accept. It's here. It's not going anywhere. And use it to your advantage. The ones who don't use it to their advantage and are worried about it are going to be left behind. Just like the internet. Do you remember when the internet? So I'm going to age myself. So I remember when the internet came out.
Oh, I remember AOL plugging in.
Yeah, dude. I remember when the internet came out and everybody was scared to death of it. Right? Everybody's like, oh, this is stupid. Freaking, this is dumb. Blah, 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 blah. And here we are now where you cannot live a minute or a day without Googling something.
No.
You know what I mean? Like we're every day. Freaking, you're checking. Like you could listen. I'll be 98% of you would die off if there was no internet, if there was no DoorDash, if there was no GPS. Could you imagine? Like half these kids don't even know what a map is.
Oh no.
Like, could you imagine if I pulled out an atlas? They wouldn't even know how to fucking read it, right? Like freaking, like So it was something. And again, this is going from my age and Tony's age. There was a time when all that stuff was looked at as like something's, it's going to destroy the world. It's going to be end of humanity, blah, blah, blah. And now it's something that you use and you need and you couldn't live without, right? AI is going to be the same thing. But here's the thing. When it comes to the acting, when it comes to the modeling, when it comes to being a trainer or even a photographer, nothing is ever going to be better than the real thing.
That doll I sent you a picture of, that was close though.
That dog was cool as shit.
All right. Yeah, look at the claps from that.
Right? You like that, Avery? You like that? It was good, right? See, my kid approves.
Very good saying.
Yeah.
There we go.
What's up, Leslie? How you doing?
Haiti. Daphne from Haiti. What's going on, Daphne? All right.
Oh, is this is the one that sent us stuff?
Yep, it's our, yeah.
This is the one that sent towels, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Daphne.
Daphne, yep.
Thank you, Daphne and Haiti.
Shout out
Yes.
Daphne.
She wants to know, Chris.
Yes.
You always end your videos with the word, I believe in you. I believe in the best of you. I found myself starting to say it too. It sticks in a good way. But I'm curious, when did you start using that phrase? That's a good one.
About 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Yeah. So again, like here's the thing about my posts, right? Is I say things that people don't hear, especially adults. Like honestly, ask yourself, when's the last somebody said they walked up to you and said, "Man, I believe in you. I believe in the best in you," or "I'm proud of you," or just so you know, man, you're loved. Who says that to you?
Yeah.
Nobody. I can guarantee your spouse probably doesn't even say it to you on a daily basis, right? Nobody says that to anybody. As a parent, we reward our kids for the smallest tasks, right? My kid cleaned the apartment for 2 hours, man. Made my freaking day. I praised him all day. I told everybody about it. My kid told me he wanted to learn how to fight, so I was teaching him how to fight on the beach the other day.
Nice.
Told everybody about it, dude. Told everybody about it, right? So as a father, as a parent, we promote our kids. We build our kids. We brag about our kids. We reward them for the smallest accomplishment. Tying your shoe, getting up in the morning, doing their schoolwork, right? But as adults, we don't do that. Nobody does that.
Nobody.
You don't get it. Nobody tells you at your job you did a good job. Nobody tells you that freaking at home that you did you did amazing today. Nobody says that to you. So I purposely say what I say because I know nobody else is hearing it. You know what I mean? I don't hear it. I don't hear it. Nobody's telling me that fucking they believe me.
Well, you could tell,
what I mean?
look, you could tell how many people resonate with it because look how many views you get.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that it gets so many views and so many followers that people have followed me and really it really resonates with people. And I think it really, again, this is the God's honest truth here. I think it really resonates with people because I'm being genuine. I'm being completely 100% honest with you. Like when I say I believe in you, I believe in the best in you. I truly believe that because you are me. I am you. Like the only difference between me and you, man, is the choices we make. Other than that, we all bleed the same blood. We all breathe the same air. And we both have choices, you know what I mean? So just make the right choices, be a good person. And here's the thing, I believe again in the butterfly effect, right? So if a smile, just a simple smile, simple hi, how you doing? I do it every day. I literally see it. I go up to people at the gym and I see them looking mundane, looking down. And I'm like, yo, bro, what's up? And freaking you'll see their energy level change like that. Next thing you know, they're feeling good about their day. And then, and then you see them talk to somebody else and they're doing the same thing. And literally the energy transfers on and on and on. So that's why in the morning, and this is you guys on the truth, I literally do it in the morning because I'm tired and I want to motivate myself. I want to get myself psyched up because my job as a trainer is to make sure that I get my clients amped up because they don't want to be there. They don't want to work out hard because they know I'm going to put them through hell. And so I got to motivate them. I got to be that guy that pushes them. But you have to get your energy level up, right? And sometimes in the morning, especially at 5:30 in the morning when I'm leaving to go to work, I'm tired.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I literally make that, I literally amp myself up and I'm honest and I'm genuine about it. And I really believe that, I believe in the best in everybody. And I think everybody has a good heart when they choose to. But yeah, that's why I do what I do. I've been doing it for years now. I've been doing it, I think 4 or 5 years.
I can attest to the gym thing because I see you every morning do it to people.
Yeah.
What's up there, little fact checker?
I have one task for everybody watching on Facebook.
I love it.
When the podcast goes live, if you're watching it after the podcast comes out on all the platforms, one task for you. Today, tomorrow, every day this year,
buy the merch.
Go up to someone, hug them, say hi, have a blessed day, say have a good day, or just pass on good vibes to anyone. Trust me, it'll go on. Yeah,
pass the good vibes on.
Yo, I just want to say, man, see, there's a moment. There's a moment right now where I'm a dad. I'm proud as fuck. I'm totally freaking proud right now. That's my boy.
Yeah.
And listen, to all those people out there that try to hate on that, that's the example I set right there. You hear that? That kid right there is the next generation kid right there that's going to freaking motivate people and help people. Right there.
Yeah.
Right there, man.
And I'm proud of him because he told you guys to buy the merch.
Yeah, buy the merch. Go to the merch store, right? Go to the merch store. All right, next question. Let's go to the next one.
All right, Connie, I found your questions for you.
Oh, here we go, Connie.
Connie, I think you asked the wrong question.
Wait. Thanks for coming to the show, Connie.
Thanks for joining, Connie.
Thanks for joining, Connie.
Finally, Connie.
Finally, Connie.
Merch.
Wait all night, Connie.
Just so people are asking, if you go to the website, we'll talk about it again at the very bottom. On this, you just scroll through. It says merch store.
Yeah.
And so we have merch up now. So I think she asked this wrong because this would make no sense for us. Have you ever been hit on by the member of the opposite sex? That would
be women.
That would be women.
Have we ever been hit on by women? Yes.
Yes. But even if you were to say the same sex, the same answer would be
yes.
Yes. Oh, so no big thing
Here's
there.
the thing, though. Here's with me. Like, I've never really been directly hit on, but I've always been given respect, right? They always say, you know, hey man, you're a good looking guy. But
you're talking about gay men?
Yes.
Oh, I've been hit on.
Oh, I bet
I'm like my wife's like favorite like.
I bet you are.
Oh.
I could totally. You're so pretty, bro.
Bro,
they're like, I want Mr. Delaware.
My wife.
I want Mr. Delaware.
My wife has 2 inches. She was on a work call. She was on a work call with her coworker, and he was, on Zoom. I didn't know, and I went through my stuff, and then I walked past some underwear, and all of a sudden she's like, "You're on video," and I just hear him go, "That's okay."
My oldest son's mom had this best friend Pat, who looked like a girl, like straight up looked like a girl. He was 6'2" with heels on. Looked like a girl, long blonde hair.
Yeah.
Had the when you look from him from behind, you would think that's a girl.
Yeah.
And I remember I had a birthday party for my son. He was sort of 5 or 6, and I had all my gangster black friends with me, like freaking like all the guys I bounced with, huge ex-football players, guys that carry guns. We go do security, like we used to do security in New York, like these are like bad motherfuckers, right?
Yeah.
And they're on the porch with me with my whole family, right? So I got my whole family there, and there's some big burly black guys, right, with guns on them, and I'm such a good friend. So I sit there and I look over, and my parents live in this big farm, so everybody was parking at the bottom of the driveway, and my oldest kid's mom gets out of the car with Pat, and I knew it was Pat, and all the guys are like, "Yo, bro, who's that?
Who's that?
Who's that, man? Who's that chick, bro?" And I literally play stupid. I go, I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know.
And then Pat comes up. And Pat's voice is almost deep as mine. He came up. He's like, "Hey, Chris, how you doing?" I'm like, "What's up, Pat?" And they were like, "Oh!" And I'm like, "Yep, all you were gay. You're all there now."
When I lived with my wife, she lived in Chelsea, Manhattan, and so that's like, it's huge gay population. But I will always say this, my wife had the very best. Her gay friends were some of the nicest.
Man, listen.
They're so much fun.
I love it all, man. I love everybody. You know what I mean? I love everybody equally. I think they're all amazing.
No, but I mean, even when they hit on you, it is fucking hilarious. Fun, just like a little bit like you'd be sitting there.
No, I take it as a compliment. I literally, when they hit on you, I literally take it as a compliment, because like, here's the thing, like, like 90% of them know, or 98% of them know I'm not, right? They get that vibe from you, like, yeah, Chris is definitely not, right? But they're still kind enough to make comments and still be like, yeah, man, respectfully, I think you're, attractive. The same with, like, I'll get hit on by big black women.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, man, I wouldn't date a white guy, but I would date you. It's a compliment. It's a straight up compliment. So I thank everybody for the kindness. You know what I mean? Like, a compliment goes a long way.
Like me and you've talked about, like, we joked about one day in here, like, there are some beautiful looking men in the world. There's
some good looking men.
Like,
shout out to Ricky Martin.
Yep, there you go, Ricky
Martin, good looking man.
My wife was mad because I think we talked about a podcast one time, and we get home and she goes, maybe it was episode 1, and I get home and she goes, "No Chris Hemsworth," and I go, "Oh,
Chris Hemsworth."
Like, that's a shoe-in right there.
Yeah.
So shout out
Chris Hemsworth, if you're watching, I'll work out with you, bro.
I'd love to work out.
I would work out with you, bro. Let's do the Thor workout.
I think
that'd be fun, right? Yeah, that'd be a good time. My son wants to work out with you too. We should all do it. We get the kids together.
I think he's on the. Hopefully he's on the set of the movie right now, shooting Doomsday.
Oh, that's awesome.
And her normal question is, how do you guys balance your professional life with your personal time?
I don't have any personal time. I don't have any. I work all the time. I spend time with my kid, and that's it. That's all I do. I literally go to work. I work on projects. I hang out with my son.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, that's what I do.
We between getting a date night in, or right now work is ridiculously busy.
Yeah.
Podcast. So you and your son came over. My wife's favorite thing to do is sit at home.
Sit at home.
Just because life does get busy. So
it is, and I got goals right now, man. Like, and I know it's all going to pay off. I know all the hard work's going to eventually pay off, where we could actually get set on the beach and relax and take it all in, man. But spending time with my kid is my most important thing right now with my job and just trying to make things happen.
Yeah. Erica P. As younger guys, were you the same lover as you are now? Chris is always talking about those long sex sessions. Tony's looking good as a Puerto Rican and Italian. Chris, I think you got some Viking in you. You guys are killing it. I love the show and look forward to Tuesday. But
yes.
Chris, as a younger guy, are you better or worse now as an older gentleman?
As a person?
No, as a sexual being.
Oh, I'm definitely a lot better.
Definitely better now.
Definitely fucking better.
Way
definitely
better now.
so much better now. Let me just rewind all that. Let's go back here.
Go back.
Let's go back to everybody in my early teens and my late early 20s. Sorry.
Sorry. I was trying. I was learning. No, there's no comparison. I think it's easier now. I think it's easier to be comfortable with yourself. You have way more experience. You're knowledgeable. You can laugh about stuff. And obviously, we're up here talking about it. So I think we're probably, I would say much better now.
No, absolutely. I'm definitely more patient. Definitely not freaking not like a jackrabbit in heat.
Yeah.
No, definitely. And I appreciate it a lot more now.
Yeah.
Maybe because I get it a lot less, but I appreciate it. Oh, man.
Larry from Tennessee. I met someone on Christian Mingle. I wanted to give a try because my religious beliefs are important to me. Needless to say, waiting till marriage is not one of those beliefs, just to be clear. However, right now, the girl I'm dating, before we have any kind of intimacy, we have to pray. I do get it. I do it just to get some. Sorry, Jesus. That might be too much for you guys. But is there any going back from this, or now should I close the Bible on this relationship?
Wait, say that again?
So he's obviously Christian.
Yes.
He went on a Christian dating site.
Yes.
Found a Christian girl.
Yes.
And went in that direction to date. But before they do anything intimate, they have to pray together. And he's just doing it because he wants to get some. He has no interest in doing it. And he's saying at this point,
a man's got to do what a man's got to do.
That's what he's saying. He's like, do I continue this and just roll with it, or should I just?
They pray every time before they have sex.
Every time they hook up.
Oh, that's so weird.
Not just sex, hook up.
That's weird.
That's a lot to keep up for a long time.
That's weird. Yeah.
Look, I get the idea of. Look,
did you hit it already?
He didn't say in here. He just said. But look, I'll be honest.
Listen, if you just hit it, just move on, bro.
You put the time in already?
Put your Hail Marys in and go. No, I don't know. If you get out of that, that's a little weird. I wouldn't want to. I don't know. Especially if you're not married. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's weird to be praying to God before you
even just
crazy.
Like kiss.
Like, how do you get a little crazy then? Like, how do you get like nuts? Like, oh, now God's watching me. Now forget to put my finger in your butt. Like, I don't know. It's not cool.
I always, I forget what comedian said. He said God's a pervert because he likes to watch us all have sex.
Well, no, I said it too. Me and somebody got in a huge argument freaking about it, and he's like, I can't have sex before I get married. I'm like, dude, do you realize God created everything, right? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, then you realize that God had to think about how everything was having sex, right? And everything was reproducing. God's a fucking pervert.
He made it, But
there's nothing wrong with that because we're all in his image, right? And we're all perverts at heart.
Oh.
Everybody can deny it all they want. We're all perverts. It goes back to that meme, It says, when you're a kid, your parents tell you not to put that in your mouth. Nobody puts that in your mouth. Nobody licks that. Yeah.
Cat F. Would you guys ever consider a 1-year Advice Unfiltered celebration where supporters could come meet you and sign autographs? I know it's a few months away, but it would take time for people to know where you're going to meet you guys. So next year, will you guys do a 1-year celebration?
Sure.
I mean, look, I'm going to be honest with you. We celebrate 18. We celebrated 21. We'll celebrate 20. We're going to celebrate the fuck
out of the first
year.
No, we'll definitely celebrate. You're all invited.
Yeah, like
everybody's invited.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Me and Chris talked about it. Like, and I go into these things, and we had a conversation when we started, and the conversation was largely, the most important things to us were showing up every Tuesday for consistency because we always want to be there for you. So if we commit to it, we want to be consistent. And we have to go in with no expectations. But Chris would always be like, "Yeah, but we're gonna make it."
Yeah, no, I told Tony from day one. I literally looked him in the eyes. Like, you got the equipment? He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right, then trust me."
He's like, "We're gonna make it."
It's like, just put it. It's like I kept telling him like to field the dreams.
Yeah,
just build it, dude. And I'm telling you, they will come.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You always do. You always do.
Yeah, no, I know we're gonna be big.
So,
you know what I mean?
and so perfect segue for what I was gonna tell you before I get into the next question. And we got about 10 minutes left anyways. Right. So I calculated all of our I went through today. I was like, oh, I wonder like what our viewership is, and like because we're 21 episodes in.
Yeah.
So on average, right now, between people watching on Tuesday, downloads, visitors to the visitors to the website and visitors to YouTube, because that also, and we now can monetize our YouTube page, which is pretty sweet. I have to set that up. But we do 200,000 people stream, watch, go visit, look at episodes, listen to some of them, look at pictures. 200,000 people a month.
200,000 people a month.
200,000 people a month.
200,000 people.
Like, not counting if we actually count the likes. And I mean, your likes alone on your social media are crazy, but just real people going and liking and looking and touching and taking the time to log in. So
yeah, that's
pretty amazing.
Fucking amazing.
It's pretty sweet. I read it today. I was like really psyched today. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I was like, because I go into it and go, we'll do it a year and see what happens.
Yeah.
So
I knew we'd be fine.
Yeah,
I know I have no doubt in my mind about any of this. And what's really cool is you people just keep expanding. You keep growing. And I every day I get a message from somebody telling me how much they love the podcast, whether it be a comment on the post, whether it be a personal message. And I see most of your messages. Like, I try to see everybody's message. I don't get back to everybody because literally if I did, I literally would not be at my job.
Oh, my God.
I would not be able to work because it's just too many. But I just want to say thank you. Like, I'm really grateful for it all, man. Like, you guys are all amazing. Everybody watching is amazing. Where my life is heading right now is huge. Where Tony's life is heading is huge. Where, this podcast is heading is huge. It's fucking cool, bro. It's cool to watch it all happen. It is cool to see it all happen in real time,
to me.
right? In real time.
It's like things from Australia.
Yeah, and that's the coolest thing too, right? It's like it's all over the world, right? Like, I got people in Israel, I got people in Pakistan, I got people in Palestine, I got people in Kuwait,
Russia,
Netherlands, Canada, Spain, Australia, Haiti, freaking all over the world. And then there's big name celebrities that are watching. That are actually paying attention to what we're doing. We got Ricky Martin watching. What's up, Ricky? We got freaking Linnell. We got Jamie Priestley. What's up, Jamie?
I saw Frank Stallone.
Frank Stallone is now checking out my Instagram. Like, there's just some amazing Melanie Griffith.
Yeah, there was another one.
Like there's just some amazing people that Gary, the comedian from Scotland. You know what I mean? Like, there's just some amazing people that have really just joined on and jumped on the fun of it all. And dude, it's just, I couldn't be more grateful. Like, it's just fucking amazing. Like, it is really crazy. And again, I think it really comes down to what I said before, right? We do something that other people don't do, right? We bring you on the show. We make you a part of the show. And then on top of that, we're honest and we're genuine about what we're doing, right? And we're trying to make it as fun as possible. But it's literally what it is the truth. It's advice unfiltered. Like, this is raw. This is what we do. Yeah. We don't prep anything. We just go. And you guys, it resonates with you guys. So thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys very much.
I think we landed on, somehow, of us going back and forth, we landed on the right name.
Yeah. No, we took us a little bit. It took us a little bit, and then we heard advice unfiltered, and we're like, yeah, that's it.
That was it.
That's fucking it. You know what I mean? Now here we are today. Freaking 200,000 people later. And this is here's the thing too. Like, even on my TikTok, like I got a thing for my TikTok today, and my Facebook. I think my TikTok and my Facebook are both up to each one of them, not just one, but each one of them, up to 89.6 million views in a month. So
you would think that in a month we're at almost 100 million impressions.
100 million views all over the world.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and that video I did where I just said hi went to like 2.9 million. It's just crazy. It's crazy that it resonates with everybody so much over the world. But that just shows you, like, listen, it just shows you that the world is hungry for realism, for the truth. And this goes back to the AI thing. Mm-hmm. People, this is where we, as human beings, will resonate always above computers and everything else, right? Is because you can't fake being genuine. You can't fake the emotion. You can't fake, the energy that transfers between us. All here.
Yeah.
And so yeah, again, listen, fucking cool. Thank you guys.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. I just read today, I was like, just going through, because I was doing the merch store, so I had to go in and look at everything, and I was like, let me take a look. No. Deshaun for Birmingham, Alabama.
Bama. There's a film being filmed in Bama.
Yes, there is.
There's a film.
She moaned, "Tell me I'm useless." I said, "But you're incredible." And then she went soft. Am I too positive for this kink life? Have you ever had a woman tell you to tell her awful things about herself in the bedroom?
Yes.
I just want to know, how am I supposed to respect her in the morning?
Yes. So
that's what we call a wife.
Yes.
Wifey material.
That's wifey material there, bro. Now, listen.
Marry her, Deshaun.
Again, it goes back to the whole thing, man. Everybody's a pervert. Yeah, I mean, if you can, everybody's got a little kink. Everybody likes a little action, man. And here's the thing that people forget, especially being human beings, right? Is we're like, oh, we're so sophisticated. We're so smart. We use our big brains. But here's the biggest thing, is that there's a big geno inside of us that is still an animal. And some people like to release the beast, and some people like to be the sacrifice to that beast.
Yeah.
So like there's this, and sometimes women just want to be women and men just need to be men. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is.
It is.
No.
There's something to me, there's something fun about you in the middle of a really fucked up night.
Yes.
Right? And you're all into some nutty shit. And the next day you just look at this person with like this smile on your face.
Yeah.
You're like,
big shit-eating grin.
Yeah.
Like, that was fucking awesome.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. I think having that freedom with somebody, right?
Yes.
The freedom to express yourself especially during sex, is something amazing. It's something that that you share intimately with somebody.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything when you get up and get to.
No, it doesn't change who they are.
No.
If anything, it would make you want to do more.
There's just this look. I just know that you just roll over and you're just like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was fucking cool. That was good. Let's do that again. Let's do that, fucking dirty slut. Get over here.
That's awesome. Gary.
Oh, it's too funny.
I love that one. Gary from Maine. Oh yeah, we actually got two left, and then we
got two left.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
left.
Let's do it.
All right, Gary from Maine. I'm dating a girl now for 2 years. She's great. She is great. She is great. My only gripe is that when she speaks about sex, it speaks it like a child. She calls her vagina a woo-woo, a penis a ding-a-ling or thingy-thing, and she says she likes to do the deed. Yesterday, she said she was going to talk dirty to me and asked me to place kisses on her private areas. I know this sounds dumb, and you probably won't even talk about this question on the air.
Wrong. Here we are.
Here we are.
Fooled you.
There you go, Gary. You wrote it in. But this is a lot for me. Do you guys have thoughts on this? I actually do, because one of my at the time best friends was dating a girl. By the way, she had 5 fucking kids, and she was a train wreck of a human being. Also, ridiculously hot. So
she got away with it all.
But would talk as a baby about being
I hate
intimate.
that shit.
And it was, to me, the most annoying thing, because she would act so like, I'm like, first of all, you're doing some fucking because you got 5 kids.
Yes.
So you can't
Definitely
act
a freak.
Yeah, you can't act like you don't know.
Definitely an adult.
But she wouldn't call it. She'd be offended, but then would call things a hoo-hoo. That's what it was. She'd be like, oh, he played with my hoo-hoo.
It's funny you said that right when somebody wrote it.
There's a hoo-hoo, right?
Yeah, hoo-hoo.
Yeah, there's people that say, and so they can't say vagina, so they say hoo-hoo. And I'm like,
Do you know what vagina means in Latin? Did I tell you this? I did tell you this. See if you remember.
Wait.
What does vagina mean in Latin?
Is it something about entrance to a cave?
No, it's
beautiful
sword
curtains?
sheath.
Oh, that's right.
It's
you
a
did.
sword sheath, yeah.
Yes, I remember it being something like authentically interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
no, that's stupid and annoying. That would drive me nuts.
Gary, that would drive me up a wall.
Drive me up a fucking wall, bro.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, I would tell her to knock it off.
Yeah, I just... Yeah. I don't...
Tell her to grow up.
Yeah, I can't...
I hate when grown-ass women talk like kids.
Yeah, that's a...
You know what I mean? I hate that shit. Fucking that high-pitched, fucking squeaky voice, fucking, talks to you. It shit drives me fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's like a baby way to like...
Yeah, it's like a fake Barbie.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's interesting how you go from one where it's like...
Yes, I'm real.
One, even the person we talked to the other day on FaceTime was like, are you AI? And you're like, no, like I'm outside in the backyard. And it's like, oh, God. All right. Teresa B., guy I was talking to wants to take a break. Backstory is we both are talking, but both of us are stuck in situations. I still live with my ex-husband. Not anymore, but I know that was our big issue. He broke contact with me, and I don't know if he's gone now for good, but I want to call him and tell him I don't live with my ex-husband anymore. Do you think this is a good idea, or should I just move on? Teresa, you're messing with somebody who's in a situation. So just go to a fucking new situation.
Yeah, just move on.
Why? Yeah, why?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Yeah, just move on.
Yeah, Maria S. Chris and Tony.
Yes.
Where would you be if you didn't hit rock bottom?
Rich. if I did hit rock bottom, I'd be rich. Yeah, that's where I'd be. I'd be fucking loaded. Living in Miami or somewhere, Oregon maybe. I don't know. Freaking, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's a weird question because like who knows? Like who knows where I'd be? I'd be rich. I'd be loaded. I'd be freaking. I'd probably have 20 kids and be married.
Look, I don't know. I kind of always lean towards the I wouldn't be here.
Did you ever really hit rock bottom?
I've had some tough.
Yeah.
I've probably I wouldn't say probably to the extent of your book.
Yeah.
But I would tell you we probably share a lot of similarities in our past.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I mean, I've had homes on four wheels. You know what I mean?
Me too. Yeah, it's fun. Good times.
So
good times. Air conditioning works.
No, look, you kind of I don't know if it's interesting when you do have shitty times in your life and you make it through and stuff and you go, well, I had to go through those to get here. So I get it. But there's also a part of you that goes, I didn't really want to have to take
go through that.
Road,
yeah.
You know
I mean, I could, Einstein's always 20/20, right? You can't look backwards, man. Like it's, yes, I think I wish I would have done things differently, right? Things would have definitely been a different path. But if those different paths would have happened, I wouldn't be the father I am today. My kids wouldn't have the father that I am, and I think they appreciate that. I think, I don't think I would have made a difference in the world like I have. Like, this is something I really don't try to talk about very much because it's not like I don't want to say like I'm praising myself or anything, but I can literally get messages from people every day, hundreds of messages every day of people telling me that they really needed my help. I mean, two of the Cameo stuff I did today was one for a woman whose husband died, another one lost a child, and they just need some motivation. So like, I think if I wouldn't have went through the shit I went through, I don't think that I would be making the difference that I'm making in the world today. Right. Yeah. So I think my life would have been, maybe financially it would have been better, but I think spiritually and emotionally, I think I would have been lost and lonely and probably would have went through something anyway. Yeah.
But here's the crazy part: everything could have went right for you and still wouldn't have made a difference financially.
Yeah. Well, not even that, but like I think eventually, again, I think it goes back to what I was saying before. I think eventually everybody goes through a certain hardship at a time. It just would have been something different. I would have went through something harder. It just would have been something different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right. So on that note, we'll end on this last question. So this came through, and since we're talking about hitting rock bottom, it's a good way to end the show. So we have a regular, not going to mention her name, asked me to keep it a secret on this one.
Ooh.
So
I like secrets.
Well, it's not like that,
secrets.
But dude, that's on Cameo.
That's on Cameo.
$5.99.
You can get a secret. No, $45.
Is it $45?
Yeah, it's $45. This is an expensive voice.
Hey, well, I was the funny thing was I forgot to even ask you, but then I was trying to do the math in my head, and I was like, I wonder what he's charging.
$45 for now.
Well, I've been on there because I thought sometimes I would buy somebody something, just as a random, one-off, you know what I mean? All right, so we're going to call her Janice from California.
Janice from California.
I made up a name for her.
Janice Doe. Janice Doe.
I was wondering if you guys could help us. Yeah, Jane Doe. Jane Doe.
Jane Doe.
Oh, Jane Doe.
Jane Doe from California.
All right.
She's 5'10". She's got brown hair, green eyes. Weighs 180 pounds. Sorry.
I was like, in my head, I was thinking if I'd seen this person.
Right, I'm just going to make him a whole person.
Is he close?
Yeah.
All right. So how do you help a young person? I need your advice.
Okay.
My cousin is 22 years old and was in rehab. And, of course, if anyone doesn't know, you can check yourself out of rehab. And he did after 2 weeks. And his parents have called it quits and are not taking him back. So I've decided to jump in and help and see if he could live with me for a while. But I am struggling with how to help someone who doesn't want to help themselves. We've offered to pay for a 60-day program out of the country because this way you can't just leave. Obviously, he doesn't want to go. He's full of fear, anger, and bad decisions. How do I install confidence in him that I know he can get through this and I know he can come out better on the other side? I have some professionals lined up to take over, but just a practical advice from you guys. I love watching the show, obviously, but how can I get someone to help them believe in themselves when they don't believe in themselves. So it's a little lot, but I figured,
No, that's a good one to end on. I'm going to be honest with you. Give him a hug.
That's a good one.
Give him a hug. Grab him and hold him as tight as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Don't choke him out.
No, choke him out.
don't
Choke him out.
don't
But
choke him
give him a hug, man. Listen, whatever the kid's going through, it's pain. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, he's hurting. And he doesn't want to confront it. And he wants to run away from it. And, and I guarantee you, listen, being somebody who's been down that road, I guarantee you that he's ashamed of it, and he's embarrassed of it. So his parents talking to it makes more of that embarrassment and that shame happens. I think you stepping in is a great idea. But I'm going to tell you right now, you trying to convince him by talking to him isn't going to work right away. So what you need to do is you need to break that wall and you need to grab that kid and hold him.
Yeah. It's kind of, and this is a really, really weird analogy on some respects, but it reminds me a little bit of when you see an abused pet, like a dog, and someone takes them in and they tell you, like, just start with a little, like, lay next to the person. It's like just little shows of affection without telling someone to do something.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, here's the thing. Like, somebody who's, especially a young kid who's hurting like that, they got a lot of emotions going on right now. I'm not sure what drug they're on. If they're on heroin, then you got a big issue on your hands. But like the other drugs are kind of like, they're just as bad, but they're easier to divert from, right? I think you getting him out of the state is a great idea. I think removing him from the situation for a long period of time and get him out of that environment is a huge, great thing to do. But you have to start off with letting him know you're a safe place. You got to let him know that you're not judging him, that you're here to help him. But you need to do that through that first step of letting him know he's safe by holding him. He's not going to want it. He might fight off at first. He might not feel like he's deserving of it. Deserving of love or deserving of the feeling of being helped, right? He might feel like that he doesn't deserve any of that, but you need to show him that he is by letting him know and be consistent with it. Just don't try it once and then stop. Be consistent with it. Like, don't sometimes silence and just the raw physical emotion is enough to make somebody think differently. So I would take it slow. I wouldn't force anything. Again, because you want him to make that choice on his own, but letting him know that you're there consistently, and it's not just a one-off. It's not like you're going to give up and walk away like his parents have. I know his parents are frustrated, but I would know. I know I would never give up my kid. You know what I mean? I would. They were doing. I'd be hanging out where they were doing that. I'd be right there. Like, I'm right here, bro. We're gonna do this together. So again, but I think again, addiction is trauma, right? Addiction is pain. People aren't addicted to the drug. They're not addicted to the drug. They're addicted to how they feel on the drug. They're not addicted to alcohol. They're addicted to how they feel in the alcohol because it dries out and it clouds up whatever pain they have. So if you can get to the root problem of the pain and help them get through it, that old saying from Les Brown, man, save the child to save the man. So if you get to that trauma and you get to that point where you have that real conversation, help them get through it, and let them know they're going to be okay. Like, let them know, listen, hey, I'm here and you're going to be okay. Like, we're going to get through this, I think it's the biggest thing, reassurance, and yeah, that's my opinion.
And that is 100% better than anything I could say. So, you grand slammed that home, bro.
Did you like that? It wasn't bad, right? It wasn't bad. It was some good, solid advice, right?
The grand fucking slam is what that was. All right. So on that note, you can't end any better than that.
Yeah.
So as I say the goodbyes, first off, as always, shout out to Ming of the Shared Universe, Best Place to Shoot podcast. Ming's a celebrity. Shout out to filling in today. What's going on, Avery? Woo! Great job.
All right,
job,
come here, Avery. Come here.
Go ahead.
All right, I can
Come here.
comment?
Yeah, you can comment. Just speak
stand,
into the mic.
Stand over here. Stand over in the middle.
Yeah, stand in the middle.
Stand in the middle. There you go.
What's the two things you want to say?
I got two things to say. One, give somebody a hug today, tomorrow, whatever day of the week. Give them a hug. Make them feel good about themselves.
All right.
I promise you that will go on and make other people feel good about themselves.
What's number two?
Number two, buy the merch.
That's my boy. That's what I'm talking about.
My kid right there. Buy the merch.
That's right. All right.
Buy the
So
merch.
yes. All right. So just so you guys know,
Love him.
what you're gonna do is on the website, just go to the bottom. There's a little scrolling bar that has information about us. You'll see it says click here to go to the merch store. Now, reminder, there's t-shirts, there's hoodies, there's water bottles, there's gym bags. This is the start of the merch store. So if you like stuff on there, hey, great. All of it's going to go right back into the podcast.
Yes.
So it just helps us book episodes. And just so you know, people love to know what to do with the money. Literally, everything goes back to here. So
Yeah,
we
we're
make a
building
better
the show
show.
better. Yeah, we're making a better show.
Everything's better for you
Yeah,
guys.
and we're gonna have catchphrases on there. You know, like
Oh,
mess.
every
if you
time
get-
a new
and we're gonna have. What does it say? I believe in you, and on the back say I believe the best in you. You know what I
I'll
mean?
make it
So
tomorrow.
We're gonna have it all ready up.
Yeah,
for
so
you guys, yeah.
if you like ideas, send them to us. We'll put them up there.
Yeah.
So outside that, my last thing is, hey, 21 years old, 21 weeks in. Like I said, I looked today. If you really think about it, this podcast obviously is all for the community of people. I appreciate every one of you. It's awesome to see the viewership. I'm proud of him because I've been here when it's so funny to say this, it sounds so dumb. I've been here when he had 20,000 followers, and now my man's got 300,000 followers, and he's
3,000. When we first met Tony, I had 3,000 followers.
Is it?
Yeah,
See?
and now I'm up to almost 300,000.
So, you know, so watching him grow, watching the message get out there, watching the podcast get bigger. I saw his analytics from all the posts, tie in the podcast, and we're reaching a lot of people.
Yeah,
And,
all over the world, bro.
Yeah,
Global.
So outside that, I'll hand it over to you to close the show as always.
Tony, love you, bro.
Love you too.
Happy 21st, man.
Happy 21st.
Happy 21st, Ming. Happy 21st, every. Yeah. Happy 21st to everybody who's watching. You know, freaking how amazing. 21 episodes. We've been riding this ride out, bro. And each week we're getting better, and each week we're getting stronger, and each week we're getting, you know, more and more views. And I can't thank you guys enough. Again, this all goes back to you, the viewer, are the ones that make the show, man. You guys write in, you guys send the questions in, and you make it entertaining. We love it. Every week we love it. We're so excited. Tony's always pumped up in the morning, man. He's always fired up on Tuesdays. So we love coming here and doing this with you guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. To everybody that watches my social media stuff, to all the new followers, to all of the famous people who have jumped on board, thank you. Like, seriously, fuck, who would ever thought somebody would know this fucking guy from freaking grew up in a horse farm in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Pennsylvania, and you guys would all care. You know, so thank you. And here's the best part, man, about what I do is they say it back, right? So I believe in affirmation, man. So if everybody believes in each other, you know, only good things can happen, right? So again, thank you. We're grateful. This is Advice Unfiltered, episode 21. And that was our show, bro.
Bro.
Woo!
All
Did it.
right.
Episode 21.